Bitcoin is testing again this 40k zone, potentially breaking it this week. Good morning, traders. Welcome back to our channel, and we're back with Bitcoin technical analysis. And overall, we are back in our hometown, so our daily technical analysis are back live. So straight to the point. During the last few days, we have been talking about potentially breaking this 40k zone upon the end of the previous week, so yesterday, or upon the next upcoming week, so today. And as we can see, price is currently going for a nice test of this 40k zone, of course potentially breaking it. So let me remove these zones lines here, so you can see nicely potentially breaking after entering our this bullish pattern or bullish trend. You can see we exited, left some fair value gap zones here, traded above this line, tested 45k, 48k, had a nice breakdown, a major sell-off after the ETF, traded in the range, had a small correction movement here, and then again another breakdown, potential retest, correction, and now full scale breakdown, potentially going for that first fair value gap zone, which is this zone here, so 39,500 basically. Now putting back all the stuff we had here, so despite this one and this one as well. So with that being said, as we are testing again this 40k zone, upon breaking fully and securing this 40k zone, we will see a major correction movement happening on the Bitcoin. And who has been following us for the last month, we have been telling you around this zone here that we are waiting for a major correctional zone to happen. And after topping up, we filled all of our entries, and now we are heading to the lower zones. So on a daily time frame, it is clearly seen that people are starting to sell off, even though we had the ETF news. So as of now, the only major bullish movement for the crypto or the Bitcoin overall is that we are going to see very soon, the Bitcoin halving, which is going to be happening in the April 20th, maybe even earlier or a little bit later. So it will depend of how many Bitcoins will be mined daily. So mid-April is the date we are going to see, but before the mid-April, we want to see a nice major correctional movement. And our major target is, of course, this 34k zone, which is basically the start of the fair value gap zone, where the majority of the liquidity is lying on, and also this 26k zone, where the second biggest hold of the liquidity is at current time. So with that being said, on a big time frame, we are currently seeing a really nice pressure on this major 40k zone, and this upcoming week we want to see a nice full scale breakdown, meaning a nice movement to here, and eventually going for this, of course, this zone here. So let me put this zone here. So let me remove also this arrow here as well, and of course the 26k zone as well. So if we see any kind of movement, okay, not somewhere maybe here, so if we see any kind of movement to the lower zones of these two zones, this is most likely the best zone for a potential decaying position into bullish movement, of course, so long position. Now removing these lines here on a daily time frame, so 1, 2, and 3, and going slightly on a 4-hour time frame for a very quick overview as well there. So on a smaller time frame, it is very clearly seen that after this major topping up and a dump, we had very nice wick here, which is of course the natural movement after dump. Then we had another nice attempt here, and we have been having multiple attempts in less than basically a week. So okay, not in less, but in a week, span of a week. So breakdown, small correction movement, breakdown, small correction movement, and now attempting another breakdown and potentially succeeding as well, because we didn't see any kind of major resistance here. Sorry, not resistance, but support line. And of course, after having the support zone, we had very slight rejection, small correction, but nevertheless we are going for another attempt. And usually when we are going for another attempt, it means that price will most likely see a nice breakdown or a really clean long squeeze. So long squeeze potential, of course, to this zone here, and then going for a correction movement to test this same broken zone. So basically, this is our view on the Bitcoin on a daily and 4-hour time frame, and it has been our view since like the last 60 or maybe, okay, not 60, but 30 days. And as always, trade smart, trade safe, and see you on the next session.